A nation shaken. Presidential assassinations in America. The presidency is a symbol of hope and unity for many Americans. Yet, throughout our nation's history, this symbol has come under attack. The assassination of a president is a deeply unsettling event. It shakes the core of our democracy and leaves an indelible mark on the national psyche. From Abraham Lincoln to John F. Kennedy, the stories of these fallen leaders and their assassins offer chilling reminders of the fragility of power and the ever-present potential for violence. These tragic events force us to confront difficult questions. What leads an individual to take the life of a president? How do these events reshape the political landscape? And what does it mean for the future of our nation when the peaceful transfer of power is shattered by violence? In the annals of American history, 4 presidents have been assassinated while in office. Their stories, along with the stories of those who attempted to carry out this heinous act, offer a glimpse into the darkest corners of the American experience. While their motivations may have differed, the impact of their actions has been universally felt. They serve as stark reminders of the vulnerability of even the most powerful individuals and the ever-present need for vigilance and protection. The tragedy of Abraham Lincoln. A nation mourns. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, led the nation through its darkest hour, the Civil War. His leadership and determination helped to preserve the Union and end the scourge of slavery. Yet just days after the war's end, Lincoln became the victim of the nation's first presidential assassination. President Lincoln, on April 14, 1865, while attending a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., President Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer and renowned actor. Booth, driven by a hatred for me and my policies, escaped into the night. He was later tracked down and killed by Union soldiers. Lincoln's assassination sent shockwaves through the nation and plunged it into mourning. This act of violence served as a tragic reminder of the deep divisions that plagued the country, even as the Civil War drew to a close. Garfield's assassination. A fateful encounter. In 1881, James A. Garfield became the 20th President of the United States. His presidency, however, was cut tragically short. Only a few months into his term, Garfield was shot by Charles J. Guiteau at a Washington, D.C. train station. Guiteau, a disgruntled office seeker who believed he was owed a government position, approached Garfield and shot him twice. Garfield clung to life for 80 days, but ultimately succumbed to his wounds. Guiteau was apprehended, tried, and executed for his crime. The assassination of President Garfield shocked the nation and raised concerns about the security of the office. It also highlighted the dangers of political extremism and the volatile nature of patronage in American politics. The assassination of John F. Kennedy. On November 22, 1963, the 35th President of the United States was fatally shot in Dallas, Texas. It was a bright and sunny day as Kennedy's motorcade made its way through Dealey Plaza. Crowds lined the streets, waving and cheering as the charismatic leader and his wife, Jacqueline, smiled and waved back. Suddenly, shots rang out. Lee Harvey Oswald, positioned in a nearby building, aimed and fired. The world watched in horror as Kennedy slumped in his seat, mortally wounded. The nation was plunged into shock and grief. Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson was quickly sworn in as the new president aboard Air Force One, standing beside a grief-stricken Jacqueline Kennedy, still in her blood-stained clothes. The image of Johnson taking the oath of office symbolized continuity and resilience in the face of tragedy. The days that followed were marked by national mourning, as millions of Americans grappled with the loss of their leader. The assassination led to numerous conspiracy theories and extensive investigations, including the Warren Commission, which concluded that Oswald acted alone. Yet, doubts and questions lingered, fueling debates for decades to come. The assassination of JFK was a turning point in American history, reshaping the nation's political landscape and leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness. It was a moment that forever changed the course of the United States, a tragic reminder of the fragility of life and the ever-present shadow of violence. The echoes of that fateful day continue to reverberate through history, a poignant testament to the enduring impact of leadership and loss. The attempt on Reagan's life. On March 30th, 1981, a sunny afternoon in Washington, D.C., President Ronald Reagan was delivering a speech at the Washington Hilton Hotel. The unexpected happened as he exited the building, surrounded by Secret Service agents. John Hinckley Jr., a disturbed individual with delusions of impressing actress Jodie Foster, fired 6 shots in rapid succession. The chaos that ensued was immediate and intense. Secret Service agents swiftly acted, pushing Reagan into his limousine, but not before a bullet ricocheted off the car and struck the president in the chest. Along with Reagan, Press Secretary James Brady, Secret Service agent Tim McCarthy, and D.C. police officer Thomas Delahanty were also wounded. The nation held its breath as Reagan was rushed to George Washington University Hospital. Despite the severity of his injury, Reagan showed remarkable resilience. Just hours after being shot, he managed to maintain his sense of humor, famously telling his wife, Nancy, "Honey, I forgot to duck." Reagan's quick recovery and return to the Oval Office were a testament to his strength and determination. The assassination attempt led to significant changes in the Secret Service's protocols, emphasizing the need for tighter security measures. It also sparked a renewed debate on gun control laws, leading to the enactment of the Brady Handgun Violence Prevention Act in 1993. Reagan's ordeal and subsequent recovery endeared him even more to the American public, solidifying his legacy as a strong and determined leader. The attempt on his life was a stark reminder of the ever-present dangers faced by those in positions of power and the enduring spirit required to overcome such adversity. It was a moment that, much like the assassination of JFK, left an indelible mark on American history, shaping the nation's policies and collective consciousness for years to come. On July 13, 2024, an assassination attempt was made on former President Donald Trump. The incident occurred during a public event, causing widespread panic and immediate media coverage. An armed 20-year-old individual named Thomas Matthew Crooks, in a field across from the rally, climbed onto the roof of a building with an AR-15. He took at least 5 shots at President Trump, one round striking him in the ear, inches away from killing him. Rounds also struck and killed one person in the crowd and injured one other. Secret Service agents quickly intervened, neutralizing the threat before any more harm could be done. The would-be assassin was killed, and Trump was swiftly escorted to safety. Despite the harrowing experience, Trump remained unscathed and defiant, raising his fist in the air as a sign that he was alive, later addressing the public with a message of resilience and unity. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the ever-present threats that accompany positions of power. If you found this story compelling, make sure to subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. Stay informed and stay safe.